Are you looking for the best garage heater? I have compiled a list of top 5 best garage heaters this year. These are handpicked based on the overall design, hardware, customer reviews, and expert reviews. If you want more information and updated pricing on the products mentioned, be sure to check the links in the description down below. Okay, so let's get started with the video. Number 1. Mr. Heater 18,000 BTU Cabinet Heater. Portability, power, and propane earned the Mr. Heater Radiant Cabinet Heater our best overall garage heater choice. Despite FedEx's best efforts, the heater arrived mostly intact. The cabinet heater's best feature is that it carries around a standard 20-pound propane tank in its butt. Load up a tank, connect the regulator, fix the safety strap, and the heater is ready to roll. After a quick purge of the lines, we lit up the pilot with the built-in piezo igniter and fired it up. The wheeled wonder has 3 heat settings and throws out a good 6 to 8 foot swath of comforting radiant heat on high at about the same level of a 4-log campfire. A standard 20-pound propane tank is good for 24 hours of 18,000 BTU output at maximum heat and 72 hours on the low 6,000 BTU setting. Onboard low oxygen and tip-over shutoff protection make for safer operation. Mr. Heater Jr. runs clean and odor-free, nearly silent, and does not need electricity. Locking casters make it easy to roll and secure the heater anywhere in the garage for 450 square feet of sunlight infrared comfort. Number 2. Dynaglow Deluxe 80,000 BTU Forced Air Kerosene Heater. This multi-fuel powerhouse has never let us down. The forced air torpedo was ready to run right out of the box, and the time-proven design is reliable, effective, and 98% efficient. Built for construction, auto shops, and professional garage applications, the Dynaglow Deluxe can run on K1 kerosene, diesel, heating oil, and even JP8 jet fuel. Ultra-low sulfur K1 kerosene is recommended, and that's what we poured into the tank. Firing up 80,000 BTU of directional heating power is as easy as tanking up, plugging in, flipping a toggle switch, and turning the thermostat dial to the target temperature. A fuel gauge with the quantity remaining and runtime scale indicates the 5-gallon tank is good for 9 hours. The runtime figure is optimistic, but the heater definitely lives up to its 1,900 square feet rating. The thermostat automatically turns the heater off when it hits the temperature target and fires it back up to maintain comfort. All steel construction, a flameout sensor, and an overheat auto shutoff valve make for safe operation. While the heater is for outdoor and indoor use, it needs fresh air for safety. The Dynaglow and other torpedo heaters are anything but quiet, but deliver reliable point and heat power at an excellent price. Number 3. Pelpro PP130 Wood Pellet Heater. The pellet stove shown here is our personal garage heater, a discontinued Breckwell Big E model rated for approximately 50,000 BTU and 80% efficiency. It served for many years in a dining room before its current science barn assignment. Newer wood pellet stoves like the excellent Pelpro PP130 are more fuel efficient and hit the same output with less fuel. Unlike a conventional wood-burning stove, the pellet stove is primarily a convection heater and requires electricity. An electric motor and auger feed pellets into the firebox, and an igniter starts the fire. One more electric motor creates a draft, and another runs a room fan that blows heat into the air. When all these motors and augers and pellets and electronic sensors work together, wood pellet stoves crank out an impressive amount of heat. Renewable fuel and high efficiency make a wood pellet stove an excellent option for home and garage use, but installation and maintenance costs can add up. In a perfect world, lumber and furniture industry byproducts like hardwood sawdust are compressed into wood pellets for heat from an otherwise wasted resource. In reality, wood pellet fuel sources and quality vary wildly, and maintenance issues start once one or more electric motor bearings wear out, usually after a few years. Replacement motors can be expensive, but relatively easy to remove and replace. Number 4. Mr. Heater 70,000 BTU Portable Radiant Kerosene Heater. It might look like a rotund version of an old-school torpedo heater like you see on a football sideline, but this multi-fuel hybrid brings the quickness of forced air convection together with the warming comfort of direct radiant heat. Unboxing and assembling the heater was a matter of a few screws and a couple of minutes. Flip over the front packing if you're wondering where the hardware and shield is. The tank holds 2.75 gallons of fuel with a potential 5-hour runtime at a maximum of 70,000 BTU output. K1 kerosene is recommended, but the heater can run on diesel, home heating oil, and even JP8 jet fuel. We topped off the tank with K1, plugged it in, and hit the power button. The LED readout first displays ambient temperature, and turning the dial sets the target temperature. The heater fired after the fuel pump primed up and settled into a far quieter roar than a conventional torpedo. Convection heat ramped up first, and after a few minutes, the large metal disc at the outlet glowed orange-red and created an impressive amount of localized radiant heat. Turning the thermostat counterclockwise to its lowest setting starts an automatic 3-minute cooldown cycle, but we noticed it would not initiate unless the ambient temperature was above 40 degrees, the lowest setting. Excessive moisture is a concern with most multi-fuel oil forced air oil burners, and outside air is required for safety. Do not operate this heater in enclosed spaces. Two kinds of heat are definitely better than one, and the alliance of convection and radiant heat is a powerful force against winter cold. But because it requires ventilation to operate safely, it wasn't the best choice for our New England garage. Number 5. Dynaglow 23,800 BTU Portable Indoor Kerosene Convection Heater. There's nothing new about wick-style upright kerosene heaters. They burn clean enough for indoor use if properly maintained and fueled, do not require electricity, and churn out a ton of heat through the miracle of convection. The design is simplicity itself. A circular wick transfers kerosene from the tank up to the combustion chamber, and the heater is 99% efficient on K1 kerosene. Fuel quality is vital for peak performance and prevents wick damage from carbon buildup. Lighting the fire takes a few seconds, and a full tank can deliver over 10 hours of comforting heat. Another full disclosure, the Dynaglow kerosene heater shown here is about 10 years old. In a classic case of it's not broke, don't fix it, the brand new ones haven't changed all that much. Other than a new wick and failure of a built-in igniter that never worked right in the first place, the classic canister works great. It not only teams with our wood pellet heater to keep the fire burning out in the science barn, but it doubles as our emergency backup heater for the house. Store-bought K1 kerosene can be a little pricey, but we've run K1 right from the local fuel station without a hitch. Ultra-low sulfur K1 at the pump is dyed red to prevent scofflaws from tanking up with tax-free transportation fuel. Low maintenance and quiet operation have made classic uprights a safe and effective choice since the late 1800s.